today. You promised yourself that you will find a way to heal. That's why we have this life. Remapping your life is about pausing, noticing the voids, the empty spaces in your life, in your day, in your calendar, where your loved one used to fill up your life, and changing it, redesigning it, holding that space, that lunch, that dinner, that birthday, that anniversary, holding that space for something new, a new association. Can I tell you what that association is? It's loving yourself. Saying, wait a minute, what message is really underneath this survival emotion, survival negative energy? It's a message that's saying, love on you. Fall into your arms and love on you. Create new patterns. Create and anticipate the birthdays, the lunch that you used to have with your loved one, and make a plan. Create solutions for those moments. And having the reminders, as I said before, on your phone. Having someone that you can call or come over by you at your request. Remember, we talked about it yesterday. We have to set boundaries to preserve our energy. Having that as your fallback solution is going to set you up for healing. And remember, you may not be able to do this work yourself. That's why you seek the help of an expert. If you are joining us live or on the replay, please know how incredibly grateful and proud I am of you for doing this loving thing for yourself. Welcome to the safe space. Welcome to the safe space of healing, of receiving, of opening up your heart, your precious soul, to the gift of love, of healing. Thank you for being here. It's lovely to see you, my dear. We are having the series that was inspired by one of my clients and many of my other clients too, but recently we had a VIP retreat here in Miami for her. She deal with this big, new, fresh period of loss. You too may be dealing with the passing of a loved one, or an illness of a loved one, or even yourself. Maybe you are going through some life transition, some life experience that you may be so aware that you need support. You may have sought some help, some remedies along the way, journaling, healing crystals, maybe even therapy, like my client in the VIP healing retreat this weekend, and you found me. And I'm here to serve you because I have also been there many times, my loves. And I know some days in your healing, in your grieving journey, you may be feeling powerless. Powerless because you are human. All of a sudden you are living your life, then grief shows up at your doorstep, wanting to take all of your life away from you and replace it with feelings that you never imagined you could feel in this moment. That's why I'm here to serve you, so that you know that you are not alone, so that you know, like many others before you and many others journeying with you right now, you can get through this. There is support. You can rise above the grief, above the pain, above the blame, because you deserve that. My name is Wen. I am your intuitive healing coach, your confidence coach. I'm here for you, supporting you. Hey, welcome, my loves. Welcome, my loves, as you go through life's transition, because we deserve that support. We are made to love. Healing is love. And never-ending love that we can give ourselves. Grieving is hurt. Grieving is hurt. It's part of the human condition, but we are not meant to hurt forever. No. You have so much to offer the world. Your sight, your vision, your compassion, your gentleness, first to yourself. Today, part 4. Remapping your life. Remapping your life yesterday, day before, beginning Tuesday, we started the series with coping with grief emotions. Take a look at the live. My loves, the replay is here on Instagram or at Rebel for a Spell on YouTube. And on Wednesday, we talked about healing the grieving body, because a lot of emotions live inside our body, in our necks, in our backs. We get tense, we get the gut pain. Sometimes we don't even feel like eating. That's the grieving body, which is directly connected to the grieving mind. So that's on Wednesday. Go take a look at the live. And yesterday, we talked about how to protect yourself as you grieve, how to set boundaries for yourself and the people in your life. Remapping your life is about pausing, taking a moment and noticing when there are moments come up in the hours of your day where you anticipate getting a call from that loved one who's no longer with you, where you expect and wait for and hope for having lunch with that loved one, having a call, having a visit, having dinner, and that person is no longer there present with you, or maybe the person is in the hospital. So you know, my love, you and me, we associate certain parts of our life, certain activities in our life with a human being who is inside our life day to day. We experience, perhaps, when we eat a slice of a certain pizza, it reminds us of that weekend in Chicago with our loved one. We associate certain songs with whom we've danced and sang with. That's the life you had before the grieving came in and stood at your front door and said, "Get out of my house." But today, and the day after, and even before today, you promised yourself that you will find a way to heal. That's why we have this live. Remapping your life is about pausing, noticing the voids, the empty spaces in your life, in your day, in your calendar, where your loved one used to fill up your life, and changing it, redesigning it, holding that space, that lunch, that dinner, that birthday, that anniversary, holding that space for something new, a new association. Can I tell you what that association is? It's loving yourself, healing yourself in a new way. And that's what we prepare for. Because, my loves, what will your loved ones say if you decide, Tuesdays I usually would have had lunch with my sister or my dad or my mother or my child, but that person is no longer with me, so I will not have lunch. I will not eat. I will not eat all day. I will stay in bed. My loves, that is not loving. That is falling back into grief, into pain, into hurt, in survival. And ask yourself in those moments, what would your loved ones say to you? What would your beloved say if you were to do that to yourself? So number one step in remapping your life, to create the accountability of doing loving acts, performing loving acts to yourself. When the void is coming up, the anniversary date is coming up, the lunchtime is coming up, the dinner time is coming up. You create accountability so that you stay on track and check in with yourself so that you're doing healing things. So how do you do this, my loves? You can create a calendar notice. Yes, you can create in your phone, pen to paper. You can create that and you'll say, you know what? Every Tuesday when I had lunch with so-and-so, I am going to use that time to do something you call the thing. Maybe you use that time to call a friend. Maybe you use that time to plan an event at the volunteering event that you used to participate with your friend. Maybe your lost loved one used to like to paint, like to draw. You use that time for that. Or maybe you just recreate a space, that moment, for something else to bloom. Maybe have lunch with another friend. Maybe just journal how you feel. Maybe you use that time to do the exercises that I've shared with you throughout this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday this week, you participate in some of those loving acts of holding space for yourself and telling yourself you're hurting. You wish John or Peter or Sarah or Nancy or Terry was here with you right now, but he's not, she's not, so I'm going to hold me. Remapping your life is about pausing and noticing when the tendency to blame, shame, hurt yourself by not eating, by not listening to the needs underneath the blame. And that's what we talked about, the healing of the body yesterday and Tuesday, my loves. The next thing we do, remind yourself that there are other people in the world right now who have dealt with grief, who are dealing with grief still and are finding healing ways to get through the day, to get through the moments. You are not alone, my loves. You are never alone. But we may feel that way the longer we stay in the feelings and the emotions of grief, of sadness, of longing, of hurt. Remapping your life is about noticing those moments when you are tempted to curl yourself in a ball and stay there. My loves, all your emotions, as I said, and part one belong to you. But the more you stay in the survival emotions, the more you train yourself to believe. Your name is no longer Julie. Your name is no longer Tanya. Your name is pain. No, it is not. You deserve so much more than that, like my client this weekend, my love. What a transformation. You deserve that, my love. You deserve to know that healing is your edge. Healing is your edge against the grief that seeks to want you to stay stuck, to stay hurting. Healing is your edge. Healing is your salvation. That will help you to not binge on cookies or not binge on junk food. The coping mechanisms that you have tried, my loves. We all have. I have. Absolutely. I was hopelessly devoted and in love with ice cream. That was my coping mechanism, and it hurts you in the long run. You know the health issues that transpire as a result of unhealthy habits. But in the grief, we don't see that. And the more we stay in the grief, the more we train our minds and our bodies to believe that that grief, that action, that extra cookie, that 5, 6, 7 glass of wine, alcohol, is love. It's how we cope. It's how we feel. You deserve so much more, my love. That's why healing is your edge. And let's tell the truth, you may be tempted to fear healing. Yes, I had to say it, my love. You may be tempted to fear healing as you go through your life's patterns. You know your life is set up the way it is, right? You wake up, you go drive to work, take the train to work, drop your kids off and so forth. And in those patterns, you will still be healing. You will still be grieving. Yes, my loves. And in those moments, you may feel the nudge to seek help of an expert. You may feel the nudge to call your dear friend whom you just need to listen to you, to witness you. But you may be so used to and accustomed to doing what you've always done, which is reaching for the cookie, reaching for the wine, allowing your negative whisper warrior, the negative self-talk, to take over your mind, that you may be settling in that. And in truth, you are fearing the one salvation that your loved one so needs and requires of you to do. Little acts of healing. That's how you remap your life. Remapping your life is about pausing, taking one moment as that thought comes through your mind and wants you to reach for that cookie, tell you it's your fault, why so-and-so, blaming God, blaming whomever, and stopping and saying, wait a minute, what message is really underneath this survival emotion, survival negative energy? It's a message that's saying, love on you. Fall into your arms and love on you. Create new patterns. Create and anticipate the birthdays, the lunch that you used to have with your loved one, and make a plan. Create solutions for those moments. And having the reminders, as I said before, on your phone. Having someone that you can call or come over by you. at your request. Remember, we talked about it yesterday. We have to set boundaries to preserve our energy. Having that as your fallback solution is going to set you up for healing. And remember, you may not be able to do this work yourself. That's why you seek the help of an expert like me or another coach, my loves. I'm here for you always. If this resonates with you, please let me know. Let me know and hang around. I would like to invite you to loving support by joining the application process in my one-on-one private coaching program or my healing program. Like I said earlier with my client this week, and we did 3 days of beautiful work where she learns to remap her life as she deals with the fatal illness of a loved one. And because life will continue, and because his birthday, her birthday, their birthday will come up, you expect that call. What will you do? We set up a plan so that in those moments when they come up, she is not triggered to fall into survival energy. She, the opposite, instead of doing that, moves forward and holds herself in a space of grace, in a space of love and mercy. And so instead of reaching for the coping mechanism, you reach for the practices and the tools that you will have at the ready to help you heal. These tools and practices help you wake up, help you able to sleep. One of my other clients was sleeping for 2 hours a night. 2 hours a night for almost 2.5 years. Imagine that. That's what grief does. The longer we train ourselves to stay in that state of pain, shame, blame, longing for the past life that we had, instead of creating a new belonging, a new home inside ourselves like my client was doing, we stay stuck. But after the work with me, my love, my client opened and received a taste of peace, of joy, of love through the work that we do. Now sleeping 5-6 hours a night, that's a big deal for an insomniac. Yes, my love, some of you may be dealing with this, feeling powerless on certain days, certain moments. Peace is available to you. You can live in a space where you know, come June 20th, when my loved one's birthday comes up, instead of sinking into depression, anxiety, I can use that time to celebrate my love. I can use that time to celebrate myself. This is what you say to yourself. Celebrate yourself and all the work that you're doing to remap your life, to heal. Plant a tree, sing a song, get out all the emotions that come up for you, because you know there are going to be 20,000 emotions that come up, including the possibility of joy. And when you open yourself up, as my clients do, and it is available to you, if you think it, feel it, believe it, and are willing to do the work of healing, the love of healing, it is available to you, like my clients in the VIP treatment and my VIP weekend and the clients that I serve. I'm here for you always, my love. I invite you to apply to the VIP day, the VIP retreat, weekend, your preference, or the one-on-one private coaching program. 3 months of dedicated support, customized, loving support, focusing on you and your lived experiences, you and your goals. You will be getting a 1-hour free strategy call with me, where we will focus on where you are right now, your goals, and create a plan for you to get there quickly, for you to get there with loving support. You can also reach me at rebelforaspell.com, where the application is, and I look forward to serving you again and again with my whole arms, whole heart, whole mind, spirit, open to serve you, because you deserve to live a life you never, ever want to run away from. You already have all that you need right this moment to heal and transform your life. Yes, you do. You may not see it because of blind spots. You may not see it because of the negative talk in your head. But right now, you already have the capability to tap into the love within you that may have been fostered by the love you had for your lost one. I'm here for you, my loves. Send me a message if this resonates. Share with a friend. Thank you so much for being
Another
here.
video is
I am
waiting for
always
you.